Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Superlunary podcast with yours truly, your one and only, your host, Inigo Diago. And I am joined by my good friends, of course, Aya,
Hi.
Joy,
Hi.
Buzz,
Hi guys.
and Abby Joyce.
Hello.
So, guys, what you up to? How was your day?
Nothing happened in my day, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Mine was very productive because I did some paperworks.
Oh, you a big girl. You a big girl. All right.
I remember something.
What is
I
it?
made
Oh,
garlic bread today.
Okay.
Oh, very nice,
No,
very
I
yay!
did.
nice.
I did.
Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. I can't even
That's
do
nice.
bread.
I made garlic bread.
So, alright, we'll be talking about high school experiences. This episode maybe will be more personal to you guys. This time, we want you guys to know what's going on with our lives before, and maybe you can know us more through this episode. So, I guess I'm gonna be the one who's speaking about my high school. So, it was like a time for me. It was a bad, and then good. Bad at the beginning, and then it went like still bad because I was like at a point of my life that I was discovering what is my personality. Have you guys experienced that? Like personality crisis?
No, I haven't.
I think so.
Maybe not
I
At
think
some
I
part.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like one time I was just observing, reflecting. I see other friends, they have group of friends, like they go to people and all that. And
have.
at that time, I didn't know who my group of people were. I didn't know what would should I act because like this group of people were like making fun type of kids. The other group is like the famous acts cool and all that. And then when I was just observing, I was thinking, what is my group? I feel like I wasn't comfortable with my group of friends because it was just me and Alex and this such other classmates I had. I felt like that I wasn't in place. I wasn't in my comfort zone. I wasn't like in my discovery like I'm comfortable with these guys. I can tell them everything. No, because it didn't really feel like that because I couldn't tell them anything I feel. It was like a fun time. I could be with them because they have the same interest like me. But those personal interests I have, the personal feelings, those things I can't really say to them because I don't know if they'd understand me. So, as I said past episode, grade 8 wasn't my peak. It was my lowest, but it was the time that I had to learn. It was like my time of depression. Like I knew what depression was. And I almost left Capital because of that, because it wasn't like a happy experience. I wanted to escape the feeling, that sad feeling that I didn't know who I was. And I actually went to the point that I questioned my sexuality because I was getting confused like, who am I really? What do I really prefer? Because I didn't know who I was, to be honest. I didn't even discover what do I want to do in the future or what my plans are in college and all that. I was just very confused. I was just a boy, just singing, just dancing, enjoying. But who was I inside? It was something I couldn't understand. And I wasn't able to tell anyone about that because it was really a difficult and sensitive topic that people could make fun of you. Like, you can't really tell anyone about that because you want someone to understand you, someone to be in that same situation that you have that can understand you. Yeah, you understand that?
Yeah.
And you need
Yeah.
that. You need that in your life for you to be stable, I guess.
I think you're in the season of finding those accountable person in your life because we
Yeah.
all do.
Mm.
Yeah, right. Like we underwent puberty and I think that's part of growing up to like find those friends that you'll think they'll be part of your life in the future. So
Yeah,
That's
I
so
think
exactly.
it's
true.
good. It's a good part
It
of our
is.
lives.
I'm really lucky to know that through time I was able to understand who my group of friends are. Because like I was in a rush at the time, I was like rushing myself. Who is my group? They already have their groups. What about me? I don't have my group. But came to understanding that I had to focus on myself. I wasn't still the best person to understand myself. I knew it was my priority, but still I wasn't like mastering it. because I didn't understand. I was lost in who am I gonna love, who am my friends are like that. And I was just bothering so much and it was like messing up my mind. Even in classes, I wasn't doing well. Grade 8, I had the lowest average of my grade. It was the best time of my life. But I was staying optimistic, even though like I went through hardship. And I know it wasn't the only hardship that I experienced, but it was a time that made me move, made me realize that I should be focused on this or focus on that. I was too lost on priorities. And grade 9 was like, I was free of my own heart because I met new people. It was a different surrounding, and I realized that people also matured. And for sure, it was just nice to know that people also matured to the same maturity I experienced in the earlier grade. But honestly, being so mature in an early age is a blessing yet a curse because you feel like you're the one who's just super woke. You're so woke about other things. You're so woke that you know this, you're very aware of this, but others don't focus on that yet. They just want to have fun. But I was so deep into stuff that I was daydreaming about certain individuals. I didn't understand that. Thought like, is it my place? Is it really my home? But yeah, I went to grade 9, met new friends, got kindled in a relationship. And again, it wasn't a good experience. What I learned from that, I shouldn't never fall too easily.
Trust too easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Never trust too easily. Never give anyone your full depending heart that you just knew for a few months lang. And honestly, I was with someone who's very intellectual, way past my intellectual capacity.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
that's
It was
hard.
yo, exactly.
That's hard.
It's very hard. Yeah, it's super challenging. I promised myself not to be with someone who's very smart.
Stop.
Oh, really?
No,
Because of that experience?
yes,
Oh.
yes. I promised myself not to be with someone who's just very full blown focus on this die hard do this project and all that stuff. No, I'm not trying to be into that. As you guys know who am I. Like
Yeah.
I can maintain my grades, I can get my grades high, but I'm not that type of person who just get the book on my face and learn every page of it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I get
Yeah,
No,
we all have our own standards.
yeah, because like for me, I don't blame anyone for studying well. It's your goal. But my experience and my learnings and lessons, there's just more to life than grades. I can get good grades. I know I'm capable of doing it because I'm blessed to being so intuitive. And I just want to focus on my childhood. I should maintain the studies and I should enjoy with my friends. Just like what my mom says, enjoy my childhood years, my teenage years, because these are the years that you'll remember. Yeah, I didn't want to like waste that opportunity. And look at me now. Like a few nights ago, I was like looking back in YouTube and found this 6-year-old video. I watched it that time. It was like 2015. And it made me realize that, man, I do wish that I could go back to this pure moment,
Simpler times.
super
Yeah.
simpler times.
Unproblematic times.
Yeah. You're just enjoying your life.
Exactly. I was just watching YouTube and following this guy is just playing Minecraft or just talking about doing dumb stuff and it was funny. But now they're all separated. They're all going on with their different lives and it was just a weird feeling that I'm adulting. I'm adulting. I'm 19. It's still surreal for me
Ew.
to be 19.
Yeah.
I feel like I just turned 18. How time flies really and how things change. And it's just even to me, I changed so much as a person. I was just this weird guy just playing games and watching YouTube and all that, and I had like no social life. I remember in elementary, I was watching YouTube so much that I actually forgot how to speak.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Exactly. Yeah, no,
Really?
it's very surreal,
You came
but
to that point?
like my grammar was all over the place. My language was mixed up. I was speaking English but in Bisaya, but it wasn't making any sense. Those type of memory changes a person because you learn. whatever you learn in high school, even the simplest things, you can still bring that to you until now. I learned to appreciate my time, even the good times and the bad times, but I never choose to ignore it because without those experiences, without those heartbreaks, without those heartaches that I've experienced in grade 10 and grade 11, dude, I wouldn't be like me right now. I wouldn't be who I am. If it didn't happen, I'd wish I'd be like me right now. That's not being conceited. That's really a personal opinion that I want to be me in this day, like who I am right now. Without those experiences, I'd be just like a desperate guy still looking for love. But I moved past it. You may ask, how did I go through it? It wasn't an easy path. I knew time heals the pain. I didn't rush it, but I really wanted to rush it. It ends up like taking me 3 to 4 months of actually accepting that the person is not mine anymore. And that's not an easy task to do because like you're used to being with this someone, then things change all of a sudden. And what made me solve this dilemma of mine was I tell this to everyone. I learned acceptance, to accept that things aren't for you. Things will not be for you always, but you have to keep on moving. And that's what I did. I never stopped trying to move on. And then I learned that not everything is gonna go through my way. So with that, it's just a mix of acceptance and then the sense of like being hit with reality that the life will not be always sunshines and rainbows. It's the one that keeps me going right now. Is that whatever thing that happens to me, it may be good or bad, I'm also thinking about the experience of a person because the other person, the person that I'm feeling towards with, I don't want to feel selfish that I want everything to go in my way. No, it's just I have to think that this person is having the best time of his or her life. I let them enjoy it and I'll support them until I get to my time that I'll be in that position also. And so those experiences really made me who I am and made me discover the friends I have today. And even though I regretted those experiences and decisions, I'm still thankful that I've gone through it all. I've through blood, sweat, and tears, and bawlings, and sad musics of Frank Ocean, and some lo-fi music of being sad. I've gone through hell, but still, I'm here, breathing, happy, careless about other things. I'm careless about the irrelevant things in life. And yeah, that pretty much sums up my high school.
Good.
It's
Not
good.
everyone can say that they want to be who they are right now.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I hear people say that they want to be a different person because it's still a struggle. But hey, I remembered myself during that age. I always tell them, hey, keep on going. You're still young. There's more to life than what it is. Because whatever you learn, whatever you try and you experience, always try to pass it on. Even though they won't learn it immediately,
they'll still get it.
they'll still remember it. And yeah,
That's
that's
nice.
very
Heart
nice.
touching.
That's very touching.
Disclaimer, we're not classmates or schoolmates.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Just so people will know.
We're schoolmates, not just Inigo
Oh,
and
Inigo is
Joy.
not part.
Y'all left me in capital. Come on.
Yeah.
No, you stayed.
But we did,
No,
you
You
stayed.
stayed.
We left. You stayed.
we
Yeah.
Yeah.
visited.
But we
And
always visited.
Next story time.
next story time. Story time.
Abby Joy.
Okay, my high school life, it was a roller coaster journey for me. Okay, how will I say this? I honestly did not think of going enrolling to that school because it doesn't struck my mind to go and enroll in that school. But my family wanted me to go to that specific school, which I never regret because there a lot of things happened. It was a very happy moment for me. Almost the best because I experienced a lot. I discovered a lot. I tried most of the things that I haven't tried when I was in elementary. My parents were very strict before, but when I transferred to a new school, it changed. I mean, I learned how to be independent. I learned how to be with people that I usually don't go with, like new people. It was really like my climax.
Was your peak.
Yeah.
Climax of the story. Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of things happened and I was really happy that time because the highlight was high school really gave me an opportunity to try new things and to learn. It doesn't have to be focused on the social life. I also focused on my acad life, of course. I learned how to balance
Smart girl
things. I learned
things.
I'm not. I learned how to no,
Doing bad stuff.
I didn't know you were
yeah.
this rebellious, Abs.
No,
Mm.
because my personality was like I'm very adventurous and I love to try new things. So if I want to do this thing, I will do this thing. If I want to go here, I will go. But of course, I respect my parents. I highly respect them. And I
Yes.
always acknowledge them. Yeah. And another highlight of my high school life was I had a lot of dreams. When I was in elementary, I dreamt of this. I dreamt of this a lot. Like, and then high school, it made me realize that it's okay to have dreams. Like, it's good to have a lot of
Yeah.
dreams, but
True.
you have to made up your mind like that one thing that you want to pursue in life. And because I was very confused of the things that I want, like I want to try this one, I want to try this one, I want, if I can do everything at once, I will do it. Am I wild or something?
Coming from me, yes.
No, I
Maybe
think
you're
I
just
was just,
adventurous.
yeah, I'm very adventurous to the point that I won't think about the the bad
Consequences.
thing about it. Yeah, the consequences. It's like I just want to try this one, and who cares about the consequence? It's like I
Mm.
tried it. It's nice to have first times in this kind of moments, and I was very young that time. My mind was focused on enjoying. My mind was focused on trying new things that I haven't tried before. So what happened was when I reached 10th grade, I think, there I literally like lost.
You
She
went
I
cray
lost
think
it.
cray.
She
She
lost
went
I
it.
cray
went
cray.
cray
All
She
right.
went
cray.
off. She
I
went
was
off.
like
She went Kanye West.
it's like parkour. I didn't know what to choose. At first I was like, okay, I'm contented with this. I want this. I want to do this. But no, everything changed when I reached this point of my life. I did not regret having a lot of dreams, but it was hard for me to find myself too, like inigo.
Yeah.
But on the other hand naman, kasi I had my support system, like my friends. I wasn't problematic about my friends because I had Aya and Christina all the time with me.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they were like everything, the mental breakdowns, and we're like together. They almost had the biggest impact in me. We relate on each other and we really do our best to help each other out on the things that we can't, of course, do. We
Mm.
can't do it individually. So, my high school life, in summary, it was a really like up, down, but it was really fun. It was really happy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every little thing. Even when I had the summer class in Ateneo, which I didn't continue.
Oh,
I
she
regret.
couldn't
I
You
regret
couldn't.
that part. Okay,
quit.
You
okay.
couldn't.
I shouldn't have. Well, okay. So we were young. We were young that time, and
Oh
we
my
didn't have
gosh.
any conclusions about that. But yeah, I think
Oh.
everything that I did, every decisions that I made, the
Mhm.
people that I was with, I am very thankful for them because little by little I found myself on what I really want. Of course, they influenced some parts of me, and I never regretted that they were part of me. That's why you guys should treasure the people around you. Not
Ah,
everyone
yeah.
is lucky to have friends. I had really solid friends that I'm not
Mhm.
problematic about it already. My problem was just to find myself and to find what my dreams are. And so the people that will come into our life, they might stay, but
Yeah.
some
They
might teach you
go.
a lesson. So like treasure everyone that will be around you, that will be a part of your life. So that's my high school life. Yeah.
And I've seen her grow from grade 4 till now we're in college. And then I can say that she's really matured a lot. She knows what she wants. She knows that she can do this, but at the same time, she knows her limits. And I think now she's matured that she doesn't go crazy.
I'm not impulsive anymore.
No.
Also experienced seeing Abby Joyce grow from grade 3 to now,
Oh yeah, grade 3.
physically and emotionally.
And mentally.
Exactly. Grade 3 was like she was that person who's like the top one of the class and who's being the smartest one. And if I made a mistake, she'd tell my mistake to the teacher and all that. So I
Did
mean,
you do that?
He's a snitch.
you almost
You
become
really
a
do that at grade
snitch.
3?
Sorry.
Did
Oh
you
my
also
god.
do that to me?
Don't
And
you were my competition when
Ah,
we were in third
I was the
enemies.
top 2, right?
Inigo was the
I
top
was I
three.
was I was the third. But yeah, I have seen Abby grow from that person to being a really really open person, from being a very academic focused to a artistically inclined, socially inclined, and really all around type of person. That's what we're talking about. We grew. We grew through high school. High school is our foundation.
High school is the time where we are in the point of maturity. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. We were
It,
in the
yeah.
transition.
It's where we learn stuff. We make mistakes. Yeah.
Next. Who's next?
Me.
All right.
Yes,
Who's
the
Next.
ready?
oldest one in the group.
Yeah.
He's 21.
Like
21.
21.
All right. The show is yours.
Okay, somehow I remember everything, but everything changed when the Fire Nation. Joke lang.
Avatar.
I cannot.
But I think high school life makes you who you are. It molds your personality. It makes who you are right now. And I just want to share my life story back in high school. Back in high school, I remember I really do stuff I wanted to do. Even I don't really care that much about what people think, what my other classmates thinks about me. As long as I enjoy things, as long as I enjoy doing stuff I love to do. Like if I'm gonna make joke about my classmate, I will do it. Like there's no stopping
He's a
me.
bully.
Even
were
if
you a
it
bully?
I admit it, being the life of the party, you do some crazy stuff. That's high
Oh.
school, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I realize that there's a time to be funny, there's also a time to be serious. Whether you're in high school or you're in college, make sure that you have the time to enjoy yourself, to enjoy time with your friends, to cherish every moment that you have with your close friends. Make sure to spend time to think, to understand, and to know what you're capable of and what you love to do. That makes you happy. What makes your high school life memorable? Yeah, that's all I can say.
Because it's been a long time. The
Yeah.
memory.
Things do change. Look at Joy now. Is he a bully?
Do you a
No,
bully?
No, it's not.
He's
It's
not.
he
not.
a good friend.
Yeah, exactly.
He became a good person now.
But was he a bad person? Come on.
Jabez, you're so.
I mean, matured person.
Okay.
We
Ah.
understand now. We understand.
Am I a good kuya?
Yeah,
Yeah, you are. You
Yes,
you
you
vibe
are
are.
with
a really
us.
good kuya for us.
Yes,
You
but
are.
I act like he's my equal age, even though we have 2 year gap.
I do things like Inigo do. I don't want Inigo to think that I'm 2 year older than him. I want to put myself
On his level.
so that we can vibe anytime.
Sometimes I do feel like I'm the older one.
Yes.
I'm used to being the older one. It's like I had to manage you guys. Look at that. How hard of a job is that?
We're
You
not that
guys,
bad.
you're not that bad. But when you
You're
come
not.
up with crazy ideas, I had to control you people. I'm the stabilizer in the group. So it's like my relationship with Joy, it's been a long time. We've been close for a very long time. And he's been in Manila for who knows how long. We've been bringing him here. We grew up together.
Aw.
Joy grew as a person. He has so much potential. I keep telling him this. It's just how you handle those puzzle pieces, how you make them put into place in your plans in the world. He's experienced so much than me.
Maybe I just act like I don't really know a lot of stuff, but
But he
I just
knows.
wanted you guys to, yeah. to express yourself more than
Yeah.
myself.
Uh,
I just want to add, like when I was in high school, I used to choose my friends. Like every time this funny mood or joker mood, I used to choose this group of friends. And on a serious mood, I pick another set of friends.
You have this certain type of groups for that mood.
Like whenever I think I'm into studying, then I come up with this group of people who loves to study. My friends depends on my mood, and my mood depends on what friends I am choosing.
With that kind of personality, I think you should choose your friends wisely, because the people that surrounds you the most are the people that influences you the most.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
the lesson of that is to choose your friends wisely.
Don't mix up with choose your friends wisely or be picky with people. Still, be friends with people. Be open, socialize. Even though you have different opinions, befriend them. But with choose your friends wisely, those are the type of friends that you really trust. Those are the type of friends that you think now these are the people that I'll be in touch with in the long run.
Yeah, because for me, I had a lot of group of friends. I mean, my social life. But I made sure, okay, this is what I learned. It is good to be sure of those people that you'll really trust. Like, people that will be with you at the end of the day, not just for fun, not just for like happy moments, but they are there with you through the bad times, through the thick times. Like, those people that will be with you through those thick times will really influence your thoughts and will influence your perspective. So, yeah, I think with the choose your friends wisely, the people that you will choose will be like, okay, I'll choose them as my accountable people. I have a lot of learnings about friends. There will be people that will betray you. There will be people that will leave you. Like, they are there just because
Oh,
they benefit from you.
Yeah.
They are like seasonal friends. So I think you must test those friends to
examine them.
You'll give them a survey. What do you want?
You investigate them.
When I tell you this, will you tell anyone?
yeah. Okay, this is what I do. I usually do this. When I find a friend, my first response to that friend is to not open myself entirely. You just tell that person the things that are gossip worthy and think, how if this person will tell this to another person, how will it sound? So this happened. I am very open, like socially open. So I befriended that person. But few months later, the trust had been broken
Oof.
for certain reason, and I wasn't expecting that. I thought this person will take me as his friend, but it turns out the people around me who kept on telling me to stop being friends with that person, they were all true. I mean, I almost regretted that I became friends with that person, because the trust, it's been boom, boom, ka-chow.
Been broken.
It's been
Done.
broken. I still reserve myself. I mean, I still choose what I say and choose what I wouldn't say to that person. I had a lot of learnings about that happening, and it really changed my perspective on dealing with friends, because not all the people that you think like they are this one, so they will be like this. No,
You shouldn't expect someone to be like that.
remove expectations. Like, don't trust easily. I had a lot of revelations that time. Okay, so these were part of the revelations. First was, God made me realize that I shouldn't be open to everyone. Boundaries, limits, reservation. It's good to be reserved, and it's good to have limitations when meeting a new person. And then second, yeah, it was a really eye opener to me, because I thought that people were like all friendly, were like all trustworthy, but expectations were down. It was down. And then third, I think lastly, God was preparing me for a bigger crowd. Like, of course, it will be college in a few months, and I love it because I experienced it during my high school time, but it was really a good start and a good beginning for me to be aware of the people that I will be in contact to when college starts, because the college there are a lot of people you don't personally know them and you haven't been with them for the longest time. So it's one of the best learnings that I had when I was in high school, and so I'm happy to have that. So that's it.
It gets your point across that you shouldn't really set your expectations on one person because it's inevitable for it to be broken. We're very spontaneous. We couldn't expect anything from anyone because they could do something that you won't even think of him or her doing. And so, taking friends, taking close friends, like you can be best friends with anyone, but never expect things from them. They're not like the constant things that will stay constant. They have their changes too. We all change. You personally change. You can't expect someone, the person that you really look up to, not change.
Who's next?
It's I, Esther. My high school experience, it was pretty much chill for me. I guess I could say that. It's quite chill. I had my fangirl days, my fangirl years in high school. So I really enjoyed my high school. I went to concerts. Unlike Inigo, I wasn't out there looking, I guess. I was pretty stable with my friends. I had Abby, I had Christina. When I have them, I just don't care anymore. And then I guess high school for me was like a fun time. It was just me just having fun and living my best life. Fangirling was a major part of it. It's not just the people around you, but like the people you see online. It's the people you see on your phone screens. It's the people you see on your computer screen that makes you feel like there's a difference in the world. The fact that they can influence you from that far away, even though they don't know you personally, like you know them, but they don't know you, that's fine because they should know that they made an impact on you. And that is one thing that molded me. The influence of other people, may it be good or bad, like it really does affect you in some way. You learn some things from the outside world, not in your surroundings. It's the ones outside of this country, it's the ones outside of your city. You become aware of it. And I think that's what my high school taught me, like more of the outside world. With academics, I think it molded me to be more persuasive, more pursuing. I'm blessed to have gone to the school that I was with for the past 6 years, and that environment really molded me because it exposed me to a lot of people. It exposed me to a lot of situations, and it exposed me to like somehow the real world of how people work and how people can be trusted. I think that was a good one. That was a good one. But yeah, high school was pretty okay for me.
Aya
Oh,
was
that's very
really
nice.
introvert before.
I had this memory of Aya of being super introvert because like there was this one time we were going out, our yearly going out to watch the new movie Avengers. So there was this one time that we went to this ticket in SM North in Manila. I know that I will be the one who's gonna be asking to order the tickets and all that. All of a sudden my mom called me during me ordering the tickets. So my mom called me. I was busy. I was like the cashier was speaking and I was speaking and I was like talking to my mom and I couldn't like do two things at once. And I told Aya, you just talk to her and then just get tickets for us.
Which was the wrong.
And then I was just okay. I was calling. Okay, okay, ma. Okay, done. And then after the call, we took the tickets. I just took the tickets because I respond was like, okay, she's done. So we were checking the tickets after she bought it, like later on. And the thing is, we went to the ticket store early for us to get good seats. But Aya,
We did. Did we?
we got good seats at
Yeah,
some
we
When
got
point.
was
good
Like
seats.
that?
Avengers,
When you were
Oh,
in
okay.
Infinity
Baguio,
War.
when you're in your
Yeah,
Baguio,
okay.
when you're in
Infinity
Baguio.
Okay, you
War.
were
Please
Infinity
continue.
War.
I wasn't part of that.
And that time because we went there early, of course, to get the best seats, the good seats, and then the good time. So that's two of the checklist, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got the good seats.
Yes.
But then I checked the time.
And it was
It was 7 in the morning.
8 in the morning.
It
Yeah.
was 7 or 8 in the morning.
Wait,
And I
okay.
was I was shocked.
In defense, all of a sudden, he just told me, Aya, you go. I'm like,
Ah,
oh,
yeah.
okay. And then the registrar was like talking to me and she's like, okay, what time? And then I kind of panicked a little bit. A little bit.
Oh
And
my
then
lord.
but in the back of my mind, I know that we didn't want to be spoiled, and I knew that we wanted to be like the first one to see it,
Is it
the first
is it
premiere
the
then.
premiere?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, yeah,
It was
yeah,
like the
Ah,
yeah.
first day. And then I was like, yeah, sure, it's like the 7:30.
wait,
And
You're the
the
one
wait.
who
thing,
booked that.
the
We
thing
almost
is,
got late.
before that, the stress of waiting for our
Oh
friend
my gosh.
Christina
Oh
took
yeah.
so
Very,
long
very,
for
very
us
long wait.
to leave.
We were almost late.
And the
We
thought
were.
that we could have gotten a later ticket.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it
But
really helped because we weren't spoiled.
it was a blessing yet a curse. But
It
okay,
Yeah.
was not a
again.
curse.
But yeah, I mean, that's the character development of Aya. I
Yeah.
That's a
mean,
Yeah.
character development.
Aya grew
Aya.
up like this to this. No,
Oh, she grew a little bit.
little. Yeah.
Yeah.
teeny
Aya
little
is
bit.
small, but the heart is
She's
very tall.
so.
Yeah.
No, I've seen Aya grow so much when it comes to emotion. Like how she handled every little bit
Um,
of that emotion. Aya was a really introvert before, like super duper. Super duper. But when we reached high school, of course, Christina was
Christina was
loud.
the loudmouth.
yeah, she was.
Aya was able to come out of her shell. So I'm very proud of you.
It's
That's
Yeah.
Jabez time.
Yes.
so my high school life for me, it's really a journey. Grade 6, my parents told me that I should try a public school. At first I was very hesitant because I know that public schools are not that kind of thing for me because I heard that there are many kids that are naughty. Maybe it's just that in private school it's not that many, but in public schools I think every section has. But when I got there, I was very happy because I experienced a lot of new things for me. But I wouldn't say it was very good because I learned good stuff and I learned bad stuff. It was my first time playing computer games on computer shops, and it was my first time cutting classes. Well, it was just one time. It was just the end of the year, and our teacher just doesn't really care. I learned how to snatch some money from my parents because
Okay.
oh yeah, I became naughty. Yeah, because my friends came from many different places and they are very different from what I have encountered when I was in a private school. But I think it made me mature because when I was in grade 7, grade 8, I was really not into academics. Well, the impression of my classmates was I was smart. Well, I was smart, but
That's true naman.
Yes, it's
That's
That's
true.
true. That's true,
It's
no,
Jabez.
I
true.
yeah.
mean their impression was I will be on the top 10 like that. But
Mm.
that didn't came to me because I just enjoyed. I became really hyper. High school really developed my social skills because I really want to be friends with everyone. Just like my friends said, it's a time where there are group of friends na they're just that and there's the time that I will be with them. I experience many things because I have many different friends. I have many different classmates when I was in high school because
Aw.
it really affected me right now because maybe in high school I was a little bit not grade conscious and I also relied on my classmates a lot because sometimes in the exams and the seat work quizzes it was from grade 7 to 9. It's in the peak. I admit it, I really cheated. It really struck me in grade 10 that I should stop and just accept what I can do. It really helped me because I really know the consequences of those actions, and I seen it with my classmates. And I am glad that I really matured from that thinking na I really relied on that. And I think I really grew as a person from a grade 7 to grade 12, from a really naughty person. Maybe I was a bully because I was with those who bully our classmates, who will tease them, sometimes make them cry. I was with that group because of the experiences I had when I was in high school. Made me reflect when I was in senior high. I really need to focus more on my studies. From what I learned from high school and from what my sister always says to me, high school is the preparation for college life. And if you didn't study hard or didn't mature, it will be really hard as a college student to adjust into the system of college. As made me realize I need to do something. Sadly, it's not enough pa. I really need
Mm.
to focus more on studying. It's really true that high school is the best part of being a student and a teenager, because this time of your life, you will have friends that will be with you because you have bonded for years. Like me, I'm from a black section, and we really bonded as a section. So if we are happy together, we are happy, and if we're sad, we feel sad together. We really become united. That's the fun part of our section and my batch of classmates. High school really made me test my principles, and I was thankful because my classmates really respected what I don't want and what I want. They don't push me to do what they want,
That's great.
and that's what I am thankful from my class. Although after grade 10, we really parted ways because some of my classmates had senior high on different schools. We really do keep in touch, and that's the beauty of high school. Once you have a friend or a classmate became your group, and you really had banded together, and that band is really hard to break because you have already shared your stories or secrets. You've known each other, and I think in college it's hard to do because one, you don't have the same classmate for every subject. Also is that they have different perspective. You don't have enough time to really be with, because they really want to do this and you want to do that, and you want to be with the persons of the same interest. And that really is what my high school life was. It was very amazing journey because it helped me grow as a person, mentally, emotionally.
That's really nice. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you become a bully.
I was not a bully because in our group of friends, tease each other, but sometimes there will be some we will cry or have a bad day or
Uh,
bad ano.
it's inevitable.
Yeah. I also got teased, and I think it's normal because you are having fun. Yeah, that really summarized my high school life.
That's nice. That's great.
I think it's hard to have a block section. I mean, it's hard to be attached to people. Like the detachment, it's the hardest part.
Yeah.
So I think Jabez will struggle a bit more
Uh,
in detachment.
yeah, but not necessarily right now because we can still hang out because my
Mm.
group of friends are still mostly are in school. Maybe it's in college that I will really miss them.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
Aw.
I actually practice myself not to be attached throughout my senior high school because I'm almost college, so I have to like be ready for whatever. I'm just attached to the people I have right now, which is you guys. Reconnecting is fine, but I've grown myself not to be attached anymore. Depends on the person of what impact they had to me. To conclude all this, we want to share you guys
What was the biggest learning we had when we were in high school?
like at least in a shorter way of saying it. I've learned to be more independent, being just focused on myself. It doesn't mean that I don't give value to other people. I give value to other people. I love their impact on my life. I will always remember them. But the main goal is just satisfying my needs first before anything else. Not being so conceited about it. But yeah, I mean, I follow this advice always that in the end, you're the one who's just being there for yourself. You're the one still contributing yourself. In the end, you're still gonna take care of yourself. So the greatest investment you have is yourself. That's what I've learned, realized, and I've grown not too attached to people, except for the special people I have. Be you, be who you are. Be proud of who you are and what capabilities you have or you haven't even discovered.
My learnings, I have two things. The first one is to have your limitations. Do not be afraid to have limitations, boundaries on the people that you will meet or the people that you have met. Limitations are not as bad as people think it is. It is good to have those kind of boundaries that you will set yourself, not them. You shouldn't set them that they should be like this, they should act like this. You should set yourself and the boundaries that I shouldn't trust easily. I shouldn't expose myself to the point that I might lose myself. Don't be afraid to lose people. Letting go of someone doesn't mean that you lose your life. It's good that we somehow let go of this certain person if that person doesn't help us grow at all. Okay,
What?
the second one, I will connect to what Inigo had said to always, always, always think of yourself as a friend to others. Don't just pick your friends, don't just choose your friends just because this is what they are. You should first think of yourself as, am I a good friend? Am I a friend that will be trusted by others? You should grow yourself into that friend that the people will trust. So, if the people around you had broken your trust, don't do it to others. I mean, revenge is not a good thing to do. Instead, show them how it's done. Show them how they should act towards other people. So I think limitations is good for yourself, and second is improve yourself as a friend to others.
There are
Yes.
two things that I've learned from my past high school life. One is that you have to value yourself and value people you love, especially those friends of yours. Next one is that there will be a time to be serious and there's a time to be funny. So be mindful of that always.
It's just one thing that has been like nagging me, that to go out of your comfort zone, and I advise that to everyone because you do really find yourself out of your comfort zone, and with that you would know your limitation. As to what Abby said, you would know your boundary if you step out of your comfort zone.
My learnings from my high school life. First is that you just need to explore yourself. Just be yourself and don't be afraid to experience things. Just learn how to control yourself. Limit yourself. Know the consequences of what you will do. You need to set your boundaries from what is right and what is wrong. Second is that don't be hasty in your decisions. Don't be hasty in doing things and just take it step by step because high school is a learning ground for everyone. It is where our maturity really grows.
So I hope you guys enjoy your high school years and junior high, senior high. The sky is the limit. You can do anything that you want. And trust yourself, have faith on the Lord, have faith on yourself, and everything will be possible. So yeah, I think we've reached the end of our podcast for today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was long. I feel like that
Yeah.
wasn't really that long. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching us. I'm really hoping, I'm not asking, but I'm really, if you made it to the end of the video or the podcast, that'd be cool. That'd be nice. That'd be great. And I'm happy that you're still watching us for like 4 episodes. It really means so much to us for our like group and all that. Even we get just a few viewers, it still really means a lot to us. Our humble beginnings. And yeah, if you made it to the end, thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Hope you guys learned something. And I hope you guys follow us in our social media platforms, Superlunary underscore hub. Follow us in Instagram and Twitter. Also subscribe to us in YouTube. You can watch the podcast in Facebook also in my account. I hope you guys continue to listen and to stick with us throughout these months or weeks or years, hopefully. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope you guys enjoyed this week. We love you guys so much. And I hope you guys tune in next Friday evening for the next episode. Follow, leave a like, comment, feedback, anything. We'd appreciate it. Love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so